Welcome back to the Memphis Tech Pharaohs College Football 26 Team Builder Dynasty. We are in Conference Championship Week. We beat them earlier this year. We only allowed 4 field goals. Last year, we only allowed 13 points as well. So we're having a great time playing defense against these guys. And a lot is on the line. Not only is the Conference Championship on the line, but an automatic, I wouldn't say automatic, but a very good shot at going to this college football playoff. As the number 12 seed, you can see right now we're projected in there to play South Carolina, and the winner would take on Oklahoma. We also have Heisman Watch. This is really amazing. Talon Shetron is number 1 on the Heisman Trophy watch list, and Keontae Tyson is number 4. So 2 of the top 4 from Memphis Tech having just absolutely beasts of the year. But before we get into this game, I said last time that we were going to go over why this team is overperforming, and it all comes down to this tactician. So right now we are getting ratings boosts to our running back and fullback for blocking, trucking, break tackle, spin juke, vision, catching, and short route. Offensive line getting boosts all the way down the list for everything: impact, pass, run, lead, finesse, power. Defensively, linebackers maxed out in their boost. Defensive linemen, they're maxed out in their boost. And it's not just our head coach. You go to our offensive coordinator. He also has maxed out quarterback. Running backs are only at level 2, but wide receivers level 3, and all the DBs are leveled out. So we are almost completely maxed out on tactician. So we are getting big time boosts during games for our players. And that's why they're playing above their ratings. So if you want your lower level schools to do better, get in there in tactician, get those leveled up, and you can start playing really good right off the rip before you even get players in through the portal or through recruiting. So enough of that. Everybody's here to see this game, so let's hop in, play this Conference USA Championship game between Liberty and Memphis Tech, and we will chat more once this game is done. And our biggest game of the season is a rematch against Liberty. We get to host the conference championship. It won't look like our stadium because we have to get rid of all of the Pharaohs paraphernalia on the field and make it generic, but taking on Liberty, we beat them 28-12 this year after losing 13-10 last year, and I'm expecting a really good game. Even though we're playing in a steady drizzle, we will be kicking off first, so we'll see Liberty's offense field first. High booming kick by Matthew York, and it's going to be a touchback. So Liberty will take over on their own 25-yard line. You can see how close these teams are across the board. They do like to run the ball a lot more. We like to throw the ball a lot. So here we go. First down from the shotgun. Quarterback Ethan Houck. Here's a fake, and he gets wrapped up in the backfield. TFL there. Bubba Van Claiborne drops him for a 3-yard loss. It'll be second down and 13. Pistol formation. There he goes. Option pitch out to Williams, and he gets grabbed and dragged to the ground, and they're going to lose 3 more yards on the play, and that'll bring up a long 3rd and 16 right off the rip. 2-back formation. Out drops, looks, good pocket pressure late, and he throws it away. We almost got to him at the very end. We're going to make him punt. Good first drive for the defense here. Max Morgan, their punter, big booming kick. Shetron's got it at the 33 and gets wrapped up immediately. It's a 47-yard punt, only a 1-yard return. They are the impact players for both teams. And here we are. 2 back set to start it. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Frost drops, looks over the middle, and batted down, and there's a flag on the play. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty here. Holding. DeMarcus Perkins, our left guard. And then he'll push us back, and we'll start 1st and 20 now at the 24. Frost dropping, looking, throws out into the flat. Tyson's got it, beats his man. Over to 35, out to the 38-yard line. Pick up a 14 on the swing pass, then I'll make it second down and 6 to go back to the 2-back offense. Frost drops, drifts to his right, looks, throws, and tried to hit Tyson, but he was in the mix of the offensive line. It's incomplete, and that'll be a 3rd down and 6 now. Trips to the right, Frost drops, looks, He's got a man over the middle, Scooter, and he's going to be short. He's going to pick up 4 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 2 on our own 42, and we're going for it early. Here's the handoff. Tyson cuts it back. He's got a hole. Gets to midfield. Big first down there. Gets to the 49 of Liberty as we move the chains on 4th down. Gambling early in this game. Frost drops, looks, swings it out to Strickland in a flat to the 50, 45, and gets dragged down at the 46-yard line. It's going to be a 40-yard gain, bringing up 2nd down and 6. Loving this two-back offense early. Here's Tyson, and he runs up the middle, big hole into the secondary, and he finally gets dragged down. Pickup of 23 yards by Keontae Tyson. Frost takes the snap now, drops, looks, got a crosser, throws. There he is, Shetron, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And the Memphis Tech Pharaohs get on the board first. Defense makes a big stop, and then Talon Shetron finishes it off. 23-yard touchdown pass from Bryce Frost as he beats his man. That's a good 10 yards away from his defender. And we get off to a quick start on both sides of the ball. As now we kick it back off to them. We will be showing every kick and punt in this game. And they're going to bring it out of the end zone and get dragged down shy of the 20. That's Jamar Waddle, 17-yard return. We'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. Hauk goes read option pitch to the outside and gets by one man to the 30, 35, and pushed out of bounds shy of the 40. That's Evan Dickens, their number 2 running back. Gain of 23 on the play. They'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the 39. They got us on that one. Hauk drops, pressure coming, looks, throws over the middle, caught to midfield and better, and that's going to be a 28-yard pass and catch to Dante Lee on the in route. Now they're down to our 33. Offense is clicking now. Read option up the middle, and down he goes. 1-yard loss in the play by Williams. Almost triple option. Big formation again. Hauk takes a snap, hand off to Williams, up the middle, finds a hole, and falls forward, picks up 8 on the play. I'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. Hand off Williams, trying to get out to the outside, and he gets spun around and pushed out of bounds, and he's going to lose 2 on the play. Looked like he had some room there. Now he got to try a 45-yard field goal, and it is good by Nick Brown. So Liberty gets on the board after stalling out. Now they trail 7-3. They're going to kick this ball off. Got LJ Young and Trayon Bell. Bell's going to take this at the 5, straight up the hash, looking for a hole. He's got room, and he gets dragged down from behind. Man, if he beats that guy, he's going to the house. It's 28 yards, though, and we're going to start on the 33. Hand off to Tyson, up the middle, and that hole closed quickly. Only picks up 2 on the play. He's 2nd down and 8, under 4 minutes in the quarter. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle, and it's batted loose. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. Trying to hit Shetron on the drag. Frost drops. Moore looks, throws over the middle, wide open, and that's Foreman, but he's going to be shy. 7-yard in or out to Javian Foreman. We're going to go for it on 4th down again here. There's the handout. Tyson cuts it up the middle, and he gets enough, gets the 1st down. Moves the chains, 3-yard gain. That'll be a 1st and 10 now at our 45. Running a lot of 2-back set today. Handoff Tyson, tries to bounce it outside, and he gets grabbed and dropped there. Loses 12. He had room if he could get to the edge. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Frost drops, screen pass out to Strickland, and defender gets him, and it's going to be a loss of 6 as the block didn't get out there. So now we have a 3rd and 18. Not a good drive so far. Frost calls an audible, drops, looks, tries to throw down the middle of the field and gets hit. Ball falls short, and they're going to have to punt. Pressure got to him. Here's Matthew York. High booming kick. Way down to the 11-yard line. Oh, jukes by 1 and gets grabbed and slammed down there. 52-yard punt by York. 6-yard return by Dante Lee. Now they take over 1st and 10 on the 17. And after Williams gets outside, bounces off 1, and can't get all the way to the edge. Gets dragged down. Wozniak on the play, the freshman, but it's a 7-yard gain. Bring up a 2nd and 3. And read option up the middle and gets grabbed and falls forward and gets the first down. I don't like that animation at all as Houck moves the chains. 1st and 10 now, closing on the end of the first quarter. There's a handoff to Williams, big hole up the middle, and gets grabbed and dropped before he can get to the secondary. Picks up 5 on the play, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. As we lead this conference championship game 7-3 through 1. You see the passing and rushing yards pretty even. Time of possessions even. That's what you'd expect out of the top 2 teams in the conference. We got 2nd down and 5 now. Handoff, trying to get outside, and he gets grabbed and dropped on the play by Kobe Garland as Dickens tried to get outside. Now to bring up a 3rd down and 3. So only got 2 on the play. Houck drops, looks, man over the middle. He's got it at the 40 into our territory. Big play there. 34-yard post route to Dante Lee, and now it's 1st and 10 on our 31. Here's a handoff. Dickens trying to find room, bounces it outside, and he's going to pick up 8 on the play. Good run there. Bring up a 2nd down and 6. Trying to shut this running game down. Then he hit us with those deep shots. Here's the read option. Tries to get outside, and he pitches to the fullback, Montgomery. 10, 5, and stopped right there. But a good play, good decision. It's 1st and goal from the 5. 17 yards by the fullback. And RPO pass, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Bryce Randolph on the RPO. Beats the guy to the spot on the slant, as you see the replay. Now it's 10-7 Liberty as they take the lead. Booming kick into the end zone. Bell's going to bring it out from the goal line, straight up the middle. Tries to wiggle his way through, and he's going to get dropped at the 24-yard return and start there. Trips to the short side now. Frost, handoff. Tyson jumps over defender, but only picks up a couple on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. Cross drops, looks, drifts to his right, looking, throwing, and Shetron's got it, breaks a tackle, and he gets the 1st down. Strong hands and strong legs. Picks up 10, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 36 now. Frost dropping, looking, got a crosser, and incomplete pass, but there's a flag on the play. And it looks like another penalty against us. Yes, holding. Gunnar Gatola, our left tackle, our 2nd holding call of this game so far. And now we're going to start 1st and 20. And screen pass to Tyson. Gets out, moves in, got a block. What a play there. Nice call. Pick up 18 on the screen. Brings up a 3rd down. Sorry, brings up a 2nd down and 2. Frost over the middle. Caught by Shetron, and they're going to move the chains. 1st and 10 on the slant. So hand off to Tyson up the middle. No room there, and he gets swarmed over and dropped. So no gain. Now to bring up 2nd down and 10. Shetron in motion. Frost drops, swings it out to the flat to Shetron, and he can't get through that defender and only picks up 1. Now bring up a 3rd down and 9. Frost drops, looks, deep shot down the numbers. He's got it, and it's a touchdown. Talon Shetron on the go ball. 49 yards for the touchdown. I hot-rodded him on that route. I saw who he was up against. We had 2 routes going to the middle of the field to hold the safety, and we just threw it up there and let him go get it. Now we lead 14-10. Kick this ball off. Started slow. Now it's a lot of back and forth action here, and they're going to have a touchback, so they're going to start on their own 25-yard line. The same option pistol formation here. Here's a handoff to Williams, tries to get outside and gets swarmed over and dropped there. Townsend with the tackle. TFL will be 2nd down and 11 now. And here's the fake play action, swing it out into the flat. Montgomery, and he's going to pick up 2 on the play, and they'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Didn't really fool anybody. See if the defense can get off the field here. Dropping Houck, looking, pressure in his face, throws it down the numbers, and it gets knocked out at the very end. Incomplete pass, and we're going to force another punt. So Morgan does here, kicks it straight away down the hash. Right to 30 is Shetron, to his right, racing to the edge, to the 40, and down at the 44. 15-yard return there. He 1st and 10 from our 45. Here's a handoff to Strickland, trying to get to the outside, pushes forward, picks up 3 on the play. Now bring up a 2nd down and 7. Tyson back in at running back. Here's a handoff, cuts it back, big hole into the secondary, beats one man, and finally gets dragged down by the corner. That was a 20-yard pickup, though, by Tyson. You get a 1st down on their 33. Frost drops, looks over the middle, and dropped. Almost picked. Lucky it wasn't picked. Now bring up a 2nd down and 10. 3:15 left here in the half. And draw to Tyson. Nice gainer there. Picks up 4. Now make it a more manageable 3rd down and 6. He subs out. Strickland's back in. Frost drops, looks, crosser. That's Foreman's got a 1st down. 20, 15, 10, and down inside the 10. 22 yards on the drag. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning, as we have a 1st and goal now at the 7. Frost looking, and down he goes. 2 guys got in there late for the sack. Now we have 2nd and goal from the 14. Frost drops, drifts, looks, got a man across the middle, Page, and he gets dragged down before he can get away. He'll pick up 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal from the 11. Frost looking, throwing, over the middle. Oh, and he threw it right to the defender. And down he goes, out to the 15. Darryl Farrar stood there and just waited for that slant pass and snagged it. Terrible decision to throw that ball. See the Wills just standing there. He just throws it. And, yeah, he, locked on and didn't even pay attention. So now they have the ball. 1st and 10, their own 14. 1:01 left in the half. Here's a handoff to Williams trying to get to the edge, and he's not going to get there. He's going to lose 1 as they call a timeout, their 1st of the half. Just poor decision there to throw the ball in that spot in the red zone. Here's a handoff to Williams up the middle. Got a little bit of crease there. He's going to pick up 3. Be 3rd down and 8. As they call another timeout, delayed timeout there. Let some time run off the clock. We're down to 50 seconds left. 3rd down and 8. And read option, Houck trying to get outside, and he gets swarmed over by 3 guys. I don't know what they were doing, calling timeout just to run the ball, and we're going to call a timeout now. 45 seconds left. We want the ball back. Another kick by Morgan. Shetron at his 40, gets to the outside, cuts it up to midfield, and that's where we're going to have it. At the 50 now with 37 seconds left here in the 1st half. Up 14-10. Tight formation. Frost drops, looks, drifting to his right, throwing. He's got a man at the 40. That's Shetron. 35-30 and out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 21-yard out on the play. Down to 31 seconds. Frost. Pressure coming, and he just got rid of it. Avoids the sack. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 now with 27 seconds left. He's about 10 more yards. Here's the delay. Tyson on the draw up the middle, and he gets those 10 yards and more. Let's get the 1st down as we call a timeout. 11 yards on the draw. It's our 2nd timeout. We have a 1st down on the 18 now. 23 seconds left. Frost throws out route, caught Shetron, and he cuts it up instead of going out of bounds. We get the 1st down, but now we're going to have to go no huddle and race up. We have 1 timeout left. He should have just gone out of bounds. Frost drops, looks over the middle, and it's picked again. Oh my gosh. 2 drives in a row with interceptions in the red zone, inside the 10. Frost having a tough day in the red zone today. Devin Henderson just camped out, stepped in front of Shetron, and that's going to take us to half as they just kneel the ball out. But should have had more. That's 2 drives. That's at least 14 points we could have had. But even that said, look at Shetron. 9 targets, 7 catches, 123 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the 1st half already. Our Heisman Trophy candidate. You can see we're up 12-6 in 1st downs, 256 to 145 in offense, 75-72 rushing is even. They've only thrown the ball 6 times. 70 yards for them, 184 for us. They're 1 of 5 on 3rd. We're 2 out of 6, but we are 2 out of 2 on 4th down. 2 bad red zone picks, 2 penalties that hurt drives as well. And we have the ball almost 4 minutes more. And we're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. Short kickoff. Jung's going to have that. Straight up the middle and doesn't get as far as he expected. Pick up a 14 on that, and we're going to start 1st and 10 at the 22. Cross drops, looks, throws over the middle, and Gunderson drops it. I haven't thrown to him nearly as much as last year because he has been dropping way too many passes. Now he got a 2nd down and 10. Here's a handoff to Tyson. Tries to get outside, cuts it up, and he's going to pick up 5 in a play. Now make it 3rd down and 5. We do have a couple of freshman tight ends that are being redshirted that should step into this role next year and do better. Here's Frost looking, crosser, caught Foreman, and he's going to be just shy. It's going to be 4th and inches. We're going to go for it again. It's like they're stacking the box. Handoff, and did he get it? No, he doesn't get it. It's a turnover on downs on our own 32. Being a little too arrogant, cocky, whatever you want to call it. Here's the handoff and cutback up the middle. Big hole into the secondary. It's going to be a 14-yard gain by Dickens. Now we have 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Hauk hands off to Williams. Cuts it outside, finds a hole, and runs straight forward and through the defenders, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Plenty of opportunities to get him on the ground, and he just slid right through as Caden Williams makes this a 17-14 game in favor of Liberty. Bunch of guys there in blue, and nobody can get him to the ground, and now they're going to kick this ball off. So go for it on 4th down. Don't get it. 2 plays later, now we're losing by 3. Young's going to take this kickoff and run it back up the middle, get it out to the 23. And that's where we'll start this next drive. So he can be a little more productive here. Frost drops, looks over the middle. Texas route to Strickland, and he's going to get the 1st down. That was supposed to be a screen, but they had guys on that side, so he hit the quick Texas route. Cross drop. Here's the screen pass. This side, Tyson gets 1 block, 2 blocks. Oh, that could have been a block in the back. And he's going to pinball around, pick up 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 1. We're living in this split back offense. Here's Tyson trying to get outside, cuts it up, and he's not going to get there. No gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. Again, 2-back set. Tyson goes in motion. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle, caught, and it's enough for a 1st down, but there's a flag on the play, and it's going to come back. Our 3rd holding penalty of this game. I haven't had this many all season. Instead of being a 1st down, now it's going to be 3rd and 11. Talk about a momentum swing. Frost drops, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of the ball. Quick instant block shed there, and that's going to be a loss of 6 on the play, and we're going to have to punt this ball instead of having a 1st down near midfield. Booming kick by York along the sidelines, and they're going to take it at the 28, a 43-yard punt. Big formation here, 2 tight ends. Turn, handoff to Williams, and doesn't find much room there, and picks up 1 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Pistol formation here. Hauk taking his time. Sends a man in motion, turn, and it's a jet toss to the wide receiver, and he's going to pick up 7 on the play. That's Randolph. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. 2 running backs. There's a fake. Hauk, and he gets dragged down. He should have pitched it. TFL there by Townsend. Big play, lost 3. It's going to bring up a 4th and 5, and they're going to have to punt again. It's Max Morgan booming straight down the middle of the field. Shetron's got it. It's got some blocking straight up the middle, and it's going to be a good 14-yard return as we get it out to our own 30, and we'll start there. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle, caught Page to the 40, and pushes away up to the 45, picks up 15 on the play. That'll be a 1st down. Trips left. Tyson's got a hole, bounces off a blocker, and pushes forward, picks up 12 on the play, and that'll be a 1st down at their 43. Cross drops, looks, crosser against Shetron, and he gets dropped. Picks up 8 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 2. And here's the handoff. Tyson, big hole up the middle, into the secondary, inside the 20, down to the 13-yard line. Goes over 100 yards on the day, 22 yards. 1st and 10 there. And play action. Frost drops, looks, throws, and he's got a man. Hardy, the running back, 8-yard catch there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. Here's the handoff. Strickland, and no room there. Gets no gains. He gets dropped. They'll be 3rd down and 2. Frost looking to the sideline, calling an audible. And a quick RPO pass, and it gets blown up. Really bad decision. Bad initial play call, bad audible call, and now we're going to have to try and kick this field goal as York just sneaks it in the right upright from 23 yards out, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd quarter. 1:31 left. This is everything you want from a championship game. Now York's going to boom this kick right down the middle. And he's going to bring it out 2 yards deep, straight up the middle, and gets swarmed over and dropped. That's Waddle. They're going to start 118. Should have took a knee. 2-back set. Williams shifts. Houck hands it off, trying to get to the outside. It's going to be a 2-yard gain for Dickens. We'll bring up a 2nd and 8. We're under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Dickens shifting to his left. Turn handoff to Williams, and he's going to get drugged down from behind by Townsend again, another TFL, as he loses 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. See if we can get this stop, get him off the field. Houck looks, throws, curl route, caught, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down. 11 yards to Copeland. That's going to be the end of this quarter. So we go to the 4th quarter. Game tied, 17 apiece. You can see the stats, 240 yards passing for us, both over 100 yards rushing. Time of possession lead for us. Now they have the ball, 1st and 10 on the 29. Handoff to Williams, and he had a hole, and it closed quickly. He only picks up 2 on the play. Now bring up a 2nd down and 8. Both teams with 2-back sets a lot in this game. Here's the handoff. Nope. Play action. Comes pressure, throws over the middle, caught 50-45, and dropped there. And you want to know why he was so open? I was hitting circle to go to a different defender. Got locked on his coverage man. And, yeah, he got let go free at the line of scrimmage. And there goes Williams. Picks up 2 again on that play. It was user error on the coverage. So he has 2nd down and 8 now from the 43. Man in motion. Fake handoff, play action. Houck looks, throws, sideline shot, and... whoa, they said he's in bounds. And in the 4th quarter, I don't want to waste a timeout if we miss the challenge, so we're going to let it go. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. And there's a fake, and down he goes on the read option, triple option. Chris Ellinger gets in there for the TFL, loss of 4. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 14. Out, drops, good pocket, throws to the sideline, caught, and stepping out of bounds. Eli Sisson, the tight end, gains 9. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Houck takes a snap, throws, and get the animation. Get that stupid back throw animation for the incomplete pass, and they're going to have to settle for a 40-yard field goal attempt here. Brown's kick is up, and he sneaks it in the left upright. And Liberty now has a 20-17 lead. Glad we only gave up 3 on that drive. Now kickoff by Brown, straight down the middle. Short again, taken at the 3 by Bell, looking to get outside, and no room there as he gets to the 23, and that's where we're going to take over, 1st and 10. Another 2-back set here. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle. He's got a man, that's Page, and he gets dragged down, picks up 3 on the play. He's 2nd down and 7. Now we go audible to run play. And after Tyson trying to get outside, and no room, and he gets pushed out of bounds and loses 2 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Frost takes a snap, looking, throwing over the middle. It's picked off. Another interception, his 3rd of the day, and bringing it back down to the 10-yard line. Darrell Farrar, his 2nd pick of the day of the 3. We had a holding call, but that's going to be declined, and they're going to take over 1st and 10 on our 10-yard line. Houck takes a snap, handoff to Williams, bounces out, he's got a lane, and he's dragged the defenders into the end zone. And just like that, bad throw, another pick, 1 play later in the end zone. And now we are down 10 points here in the 4th quarter as Williams is doing the job on the ground. 7:04 left, down 10. We got to get to work, guys. We got to score, and we can't take all day. Young's going to take it at the 4, straight up the middle, and gets dropped right at the 20. Only a 16-yard return. So here we are, 1st and 10 at the 20, down 10 points. Frost looking, throwing down the middle, caught. Oh, no. Got knocked out at the end, and there's another flag on us. Another holding call. Who's it on this time? Max McClure, our right guard. Everybody on our line's taking turns holding. Now we'll bring up a 1st and 20. Not how we want to start this drive. Trips to the right. Hand off to Tyson. Got a hole up the middle. Pushes forward, and he's going to pick up 10 on the play. So he cuts that back to the original 10 yards, and he'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. And here's a swing pass to Tyson in the flat. Gets a block to the 30 and pushed out of bounds at the 31. So he takes care of that all by himself on 2 plays. So we got a 1st and 10 now. Slot man in motion. Frost drops, looks, swings it out to Shetron, who is the motion man. Up the sideline, he's got a 1st down and out of bounds, shy of the 50. 17-yard gain, gets it out to the 48. And fake, throw, across the middle, caught. Sliding catch there by Shetron. Just shy, though, so 2nd and inches. Tight formation, Frost looking, throwing, and incomplete. Almost was picked. Now to bring up a 3rd and inches, and we bring out 3 tight ends. Big formation, running up the middle, and he gets swarmed over and dropped, and it's going to be a loss of 1 to play. Tavion Grant doesn't convert, and now we got to go for it on 4th down. 4:18 and counting left in this game. Frost drops, looks, drifts, looks, throws. Shetron's got it, and he hangs on and gets the 1st down. 5 yards on the slant, and we go no huddle. 4 minutes left. We got to score. We can't take all day. Here's the handoff to Tyson. Huge hole up the middle, and he's going to pick up 9 on that play. 2nd and 1 as we go no huddle one more time. Frost dropping, looking, throwing out. Oh, and it should have been picked. That would have been a pick 6 if he hangs on. Very fortunate there, and that's a 3rd down and 1 now. They call an audible. Looks like we're going 4 verts, guys. Frost drops, looks, throw. Oh, and it batted down. Defensive lineman got in there, and no, we are not kicking a field goal. We're going for it. 4th and 1. Frost drops, look, out route, caught. Foreman up the sideline and knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 11 yards in that little flat pass. That does stop the clock. So 1st and 10 from the 18. Tyson goes in motion. Frost looking, throwing over the middle. He's got Shetron again, and he gets 9 yards. No huddle again. He's 2nd down and 1. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle, and it's dropped. Incomplete pass. That's good. Stops the clock. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. 3:27 left. Hand off to Tyson's got room. Pushes up, and he doesn't get in. He does get the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. And we go no huddle. We don't want to waste a lot of time trying to get this ball in the end zone. 3:15 and counting. Frost hand off to Tyson on the draw, and he doesn't get in again. No gain. Back to no huddle one more time. 3:04, 3:03. And this time Tyson does put it in the end zone. We're going to cut this down to a 3-point game now. That was a 17-play drive that took exactly 4 minutes. A little bit longer than I was hoping for. But we did get the touchdown, so now we only need a field goal to tie this game. 3:01 left. We have all 3 timeouts. Here's the kickoff by York. And they're going to bring it out to the 10. And no room there, and gets dragged down at the 16. Another poor decision to run it out. So now we have 2:58 left. 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Need a stop. Running back goes in motion. That's Williams. Swing pass out to the flat. And what a play by Van Cliburn to go get him, in a -2 yards on that play as we call our first timeout. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 12. 2:52 left. Hauk takes a snap. There's a play action pass. Throw into the flat. Dickens has got it and gets dragged down. Another play by Van Cliburn. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. 2:15 and counting. They have to snap it before the warning. So we're going to get a stop without calling a timeout. And what a play there. Jason Wozniak, our freshman linebacker, comes in and gets the TFL, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And they're going to have to punt 4th and 3 as we do a great job. We only had to call one timeout. And we get the ball back. Shetron's going to take it at the 31, goes to his right, cuts back to the middle, trying to find a hole, and gets stopped at our own 47. Good return there. 16 yards. We have 1:50 left, 2 timeouts, just need a field goal. Frost looking and just got rivet before he got sacked. That saved us a timeout. That'll be 2nd down and 10 now from the 47. Dropping, pass out to the flat to Strickland. There's a flag on the play. And let's see if it's on us again. It was a 6-yard screen, and yep, it's going to be on us. This is the 6th holding call on us today. We haven't had 6 probably all year. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 20. 1:41 left. Frost drops, swings it out to flat. Hardy's got the screen pass, got room, 45-50, and gets stopped on their 49. Picks up 13 yards on that play. Tyson getting a rest. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Frost drops, look over the middle, and bouncing off one guy's Page, and he's going to be short. It's going to bring up a 4th and 4 with 1:14 left, and we have to call our 2nd timeout. I wanted time to think about which play I was going to call. Frost drops, looks, he's got the out route to Shetron up the field and steps out of bounds to save a timeout as we move the chains 10-yard out to Shetron. So 1st and 10, 1:10 left. Frost drops, looks, swings it out to the flat. That's Hardy and out of bounds. Smart play there. 10-yard swing pass. Now bring up 2nd and inches, tight formation. Flat pass again, and this time he gets defended and knocked down, so it's going to be 3rd and inches. 1:02 left. Tyson not in the game. Frost drops, looks, and has to get rid of it before he gets sacked. And we are not taking this field goal. We're going to go for it. 4th and inches. I don't feel confident about making this field goal. Here's a handoff. Strickland, he's going to get the 1st down. And we go no huddle. 56 seconds left. Clock running. Frost takes the snap, looks over the middle, caught Shetron, and did he get it? No, he's just shy. 2nd and inches, so the clock keeps running. Down to 40 seconds. 39, Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle. Oh, and another one that should have been picked. Thank God they have Butterfingers, and that'll be 3rd and inches now. Frost drops, looks, flings it out in the flat to Milan, to the 5, and pushed out of bounds at the 2. He had no one covering. That was an easy throw when no one's covering. So now we have 1st and goal at the 2. 32 seconds left. 1 timeout. Frost, and down he goes as they bring the blitz, and we're going to have to burn our last timeout. Henderson coming off the edge. Now we have 2nd and goal from the 10. 27 seconds left. No timeouts. Frost dropping, rolling to his right, looking, throws. Shetron at the 3, and they're going to drag him down at the 2. 20 seconds left. Everybody's going to have to hustle up to the line. 15 seconds. 14, 13. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle. Caught, touchdown. Taylor Shetron gives us the lead. What a play there on the no huddle on the hurry up. 30-27. It's his 3rd touchdown of the day. And we have this lead late. Extra points going to make it 31-27. 11 seconds left. Really want to make sure they run this ball back and don't take a touchback. And he's in the end zone and runs it out. Should have taken the knee. And he's not going to get very far as we swarm and drop him at the 14, costing them 11 yards plus time. So now it's 1st and 10, 8 seconds left. They have all 3 timeouts, but there's probably only time for 2 plays. Houck looks, steps up. Pressure comes, he scrambles up to the 20 and falls down and calls timeout. So 2 seconds left, 1 play left. We're in the prevent defense. 3 guys rushing, everybody else back in coverage. Final play of this game, Houck drops, looks, steps up. Plenty of time, throws over the middle, and it's picked. Sidney Stovall's got it. 15, 10, 5, and that's a pick 6, Pips. And we win the Conference USA Championship game 37-27 with a ridiculous comeback in the 4th quarter. In the rain, at home. My goodness, what a season for these guys. Talon Shetron having another huge game. Frost, some terrible decisions by me on who to throw to. 6 holding calls was just excessive, but tight window there, and he hangs on, and we get the dub. And guys, we are 13-0, and there's the Conference USA Championship trophy. First one in our dynasty. Wow, what a sweaty game that was. My goodness. I made some terrible play calls, terrible decisions, terrible throws, and we somehow managed to get the victory in this game. It was a lot closer than that 10 points, obviously, with that pick 6 at the very end. Let's look at the stats now. 26 first downs to 12, 502 yards to 263. They ran the ball for 118 yards. We ran for 127. They only threw the ball 15 times for 145 yards. We threw it 53 times for 375 yards. 5 of 17 on third down. They were 2 for 9. We had to go on fourth down 7 times. We were 6 out of 7. 3 picks. Absolutely brutal game by me. And we get the 1 pick 6 at the end down there. Penalties. It seemed like every time we had a big reception, move the chains, we had a stupid penalty. And 9 more minutes of possession. Frost, obviously, 36, 53, 375, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Rushing wise, Keontae, 21 for 139 and 1. Again, Shetron, 16 for 204 and 3. We had to feed him. Nobody else was really getting open. I would have loved to spread it around, but nobody else was getting open. 1 sack defensively. Bubba, 11 tackles, 3 TFLs. Didn't have as many TFLs this time. No sacks, that was big. And then the pick 6, which was meaningless at the end. That was a sweaty game. My hands are still sweaty and shaking from that. Single season record broken. Bryce Frost, most single season passing yards for Memphis Tech. Talon Shetron, Memphis Tech single game reception mark. Also set the Conference USA single season receiving touchdowns record. And we win Conference USA. Conference USA Player of the Week, Talon Shetron, 16 catches, 204 and 3. Talon Shetron, National Offensive Player of the Week. And we get a 4-star running back, Johnny Jamison. We were in a battle and we got him. Awesome. But we lost Kadeem Ebron to Texas. Desmond Maxwell, Bear Bryant, Coach of the Year. How about that, guys? And Tony Sanchez, Broyles Award winner for Coordinator of the Year. Talon Shetron, Walter Camp Award. Talon Shetron, Maxwell Award. Talon Shetron wins the Heisman. There we go, boys. We got the Heisman Trophy. Bubba Van Claiborne, Bednarik Award. Talon Shetron, Biletnikoff Award. Bubba Nagurski Award. Keontae Tyson, Doak Walker. Terrell Pace, Thorpe Award. Shetron, the Jet Award. 3 kick return touchdowns on the year, too. Bubba, the Butkus Award. And before we get into this playoff game, we have some All-Americans. Keontae Tyson and Talon Shetron, first team National All-Americans. Bubba Van Claiborne, Jacques Blanks, Terrell Pace, Noah Collins. Wow, 4 guys from our defense. Second team, do we have anybody here? No. And freshman. Nope. And there we go, taking on UCLA in the playoff. And that will be next episode. We're just going to get the 1 game in each time. So we win in the playoffs. That'll be 1 game at a time, 1 episode at a time. It's going to be a very, very tall task, but we'll see. Anyway, if you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell so you know when it goes live. And stay tuned for the next episode as we make the college football playoffs. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.